Hi there, Phil, and it was a very big day in the tech world. Apple, Microsoft, and GoPro all reporting earnings. Now, both Microsoft and Apple released their reports after Wall Street's close, after the bell, and they are tanking in after hours. Apple shares dropping around 6.7%, Microsoft shedding about 4% in extended trading. GoPro, however, going the other direction, rising about 1.4%. Now, Mark New joins us now live from Silicon Valley to give us insight on how these tech companies fared with expectations today. Mark, let's start off with Apple. Apple's smallest earnings per share beat in 2 years. What are the details, Mark?
Well, the big one that all eyes were on was indeed Apple to see if it could continue its amazing momentum. Prior today, the stock had been up around 20% since the beginning of the year and 40% in the past 12 months. Today, Apple reported earnings of $1.85 per share. That beat estimates by 4 cents. Revenue of $49.6 billion also topped estimates of $49.4 billion. But Wall Street wanted more. Apple sold 47.5 million iPhones this quarter. Expectations varied on that number. In the days leading up to earnings, estimates soared to around 48 and sometimes even 50 million units, a figure even Apple could not meet. Another area of disappointment was Apple's other revenue category, falling below expectations. Other revenue includes the Apple Watch, which Apple did not provide any sales numbers on.
A lot of people don't really understand what the Apple Watch is going to do for their lives to improve it, which is one of the things that they have to overcome. Hype is going to drive a lot of the marketplace, and then disappointment because they expect these devices to do everything, but what will happen is that disappointment will drive a new iterative process of new type of development.
Apple rival Microsoft also faced enormous pressure this quarter to prove itself under new CEO Satya Nadella. The tech giant reported earnings per share of 62 cents against revenue of $22.2 billion. That beat estimates of 56 cents and $22.06 billion. On the plus side, Microsoft's commercial revenue grew by 88% in large part due to Office 365. But on the negative side, Microsoft reported its largest ever quarterly net loss, hurt by a $7.5 billion write-down of cell phone maker Nokia, which the company purchased 2 years ago for $9 billion. Finally, a thrill for action camera maker GoPro. The Silicon Valley-based company reported earnings of 35 cents per share compared to estimates of 26 cents per share. Revenue jumped 72% to $420 million. International sales totaled more than half of GoPro's revenue, including in China, which is now one of their top 10 revenue-generating countries.
Sell-through at retail is comparable to what we're seeing here in the United States. How many units we sell per store per week is very good for a new region. Even before we officially entered China, our brand was already growing there because of the content that people around the world were sharing, and Chinese consumers were seeing it and becoming excited about it. So GoPro was better known in China than we thought, and that's proving to be the case in sales.
This is just GoPro's first year in China. Their cameras are sold in more than 100 Chinese retail stores and also online at JD and Tmall. Woodman told me that one of the biggest challenges in China will be to generate a similar GoPro culture where action enthusiasts share their content online and give GoPro credit. Michelle.
All right, Mark, so any hints on GoPro's future plans that we either got from the earnings today or that you got from your recent chat with Nick Woodman?
Well, some interesting revenue streams for GoPro are on the horizon. Woodman told me his company is working very hard on a cloud-based editing solution. People start to collect so many videos that there needs to be something simple to handle all that content. The ultimate goal is to have videos shot on your GoPro camera that automatically sync to the cloud. GoPro is also working on a 360-degree 16-camera virtual reality project with Google, and it reportedly cut a deal with Toyota to put GoPro mounts on the inside windshield of every Toyota Tacoma, a first for car makers. Finally, Woodman told me that they're developing their own drones. This will put them in direct competition with a lot of independent drone companies that have built their livelihood on mounting GoPro cameras to their product. Michelle.
All right, thanks so much, Mark New, live in Silicon Valley.